All right, so I've never done this before. I don't even know. I don't know how this works. This is weird. Do people just join? Hey, I can't see anybody. So if you're if you're there, I've never done this. I don't know how this works. So help me out. What's up, Jim Morrison's bathtub? Hey, suicidal res boy. I don't know. Sunhawk, hi. What's up, J Dub? What up, dude? Hey, thank you guys so much for being on here with me. It literally says that only one person's on here, but I see a bunch of you guys. What up, chat? Attention! What's poppin'? Ex Air Force up in the house. Watching this while waiting for PCS. That's cool, man. Where are you PCSing to? 5 flyer. Where are you PCSing to? I am everyone. You are not everyone. If you feel like you are, you got to talk to Chaplain. 2 scoops of pool. Looking jacked, bro. Failed to join CAF. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Keep trying. I mean, honestly, like sometimes it's hard initially to join whatever you're trying to join, but you just got to keep working at it, especially if it's something that you really want to do. On your first live stream via YouTube, yeah, man. MandatoryFunDay. That's funny. E4 Mafia Boomer here. Hey, I don't know if that was meant for me or you, but Hey guys, if you haven't already, please like this live. I see that there's like a like function at the top, and I'm assuming if it's like any other platform with live, that more likes will equate to more viewers. But yeah, your content helped me join the army and stop my. Oh wow, man, I can't say that on live. I don't think because it potentially could get me banned. But that makes me really happy, Chris. It makes me really happy that I've had such a positive impact on you. So thank you very much for sharing that. Electronic warfare. That's cool. I've got a bunch. We call it EW in the Army, which is just electronic warfare. But I've got a bunch of buddies. I've got a bunch of buddies who are EW, so that's pretty cool. How you doing? Glad to see a live stream. Want to say pop in before out processing. Well, I'm really glad that it gets such a good response out of you, man. So please in the comments tell me what you guys do. Tell me just tell me about yourself. Is this just a chill live stream? Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to do on YouTube live stream, so please feel free to educate me in the comments. This is brand new for me. I've gone live on other platforms, but I've never gone live here, so I don't know what you guys expect to see. I joined the Army from your content. That is awesome, man. Congratulations for making it through. My buddy got promoted to Petty Officer First Class within the last month. Green Mountain history. Please tell your friend. Congratulations from me. 15 whiskey on his way to JBLM at the moment. Looking forward to heading back. Congrats, man. You start by popping that. I'm not taking my shirt off. You guys you're being dirty. Any thoughts on BAH? I mean, I like it. I like to receive BH. It lets me afford a house. I'm going to community college in September, and we'll be working at IBM in a year and a half. That's awesome, man. That's phenomenal. You're very positive. Things got pretty bad when I was medically retired in 2013. I was a 12 Delta engineer diver. That's really cool. I appreciate you mentioning my positivity. I try and have a positive impact on everybody, right? The way that I view things is that when situations are really bad, we can either laugh about it or cry about it. There's only 2 options, and I choose to laugh. That's what I want to do. I'm in the process of joining the Navy as a nuclear technician. That's phenomenal, dude. That is phenomenal. Starting to think this channel is just one big propaganda stunt. No, I mean not to join the Army specifically. I'm pretty open about the idea. I'm not necessarily trying to get people to join the military. I just like to talk about the benefits that I've had since I've joined. It's really just like anything else. People want to share what's been positive for them, and they want to share that with other people. But no, not propaganda. I'm not paid by the Army or by the military or even sponsored by it. It says not official DoD on my profile somewhere because I put it on every single social media profile I have. Really, what I enjoy doing is just making people laugh. I like to bring people joy. MRob456, yo, what is going on? I see you, brother. Thank you for being here. If you guys haven't already, please like the live. It'll help me get some more viewers. I'm really wanting to do this more consistently, just to have a bit more intimate of a relationship, for lack of a better term, with the viewers on YouTube. I miss your analysis. That is crazy. Marshmallow, thank you so much. That is amazing. That's huge. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate you. I just enjoy your humor. If people are laughing, they ain't thinking about the crappy stuff. Yeah, it's so true, isn't it? It's so true. If we're laughing, you can't be sad while you're laughing usually, or at least not as sad. you know, it just. I spent a lot of my early years in the military really angry. Good day from New Zealand. That is cool, man. My grandma is actually from New Zealand. She's born and raised in New Zealand. But yeah, if you're laughing, you just can't be sad. It's hard to do both at the same time. And I don't want people to be sad. Who's the real G playing with me with them emotes? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I'm a boomer for social media. I'm lazy, so being angry is a waste of energy. Being angry is a waste of energy most of the time. Sometimes a little bit of anger at an opportune time can propel you to where you need to go, but most of the time it is a waste of time. Did you work with the British much, and what was your best experience from that? Yeah, it's so funny. I actually just had a couple beers with a couple British guys. I'm in a school right now. But I worked with a British officer while I was at Fort Sill. Major Nicholas Dimov, or Dimau, one or the other. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. But, I mean, the dude was an animal. Absolute animal. Really, really physically fit. And just a real smart guy, logistics officer. He's phenomenal. So I'd say my experience so far with the British has been phenomenal. I haven't worked with many of them, but every single time I have, they've been great. Stoppy doesn't understand what Riz means. That's funny. I do know what Riz means. I'm not that much of a boomer. Catholic? You look Catholic. I'm not Catholic. Got a party on VR chat. It's my B-Day. Well, happy birthday to you, man. Has any comedy video critical of military procedure actually gotten traction with your command? Inspiring, encouraging, those thought a waste. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what that means. My command doesn't really do the stuff that I make fun of. My videos may have influenced my command, but I don't know. I don't know directly. They haven't told me they have. I know I get lots of messages from people that tell me their units are changing things based on my videos. If I turn this sideways, is it better? Nope. No, orientation is locked. My phone yelled at me. Yeah, I've gotten videos from people that say their commands are changing things based on my videos or whatever. But I wouldn't. Not mine particularly. Stuff is spot on every time. The one about being late gets me to this day. That's awesome. I love it. I love it when people can relate to the videos, because that's the whole purpose, right? The whole purpose is for all of us to relate and just laugh together instead of be angry. What's your thoughts on MI? I am MI, so my thoughts are very positive. Been in the military intelligence community for about 11 years. I go to Fort Leonard Wood soon for OSIT. Do you have any advice on an aspiring MP? It's a tough job, man. I mean, law enforcement in general is tough. Law enforcement in the military, I think, is probably even tougher, depending on, where you go. Your attitude is going to have a huge impact on your career. Excuse me. Your attitude is going to have a huge impact on your career, and just a lot of things. So just stay positive. Don't listen to the negative people. There's going to be a lot of people that just try and crap on you and stuff. Just ignore it. Do your best. Do the best that you can do with the given situation that you're in, and just keep trucking. I wish I could give you better advice, but honestly, in these kind of scenarios, when people ask me for this stuff, it has to be pretty general, because I just don't know a lot of details about your situation specifically. What's your favorite MRE? Mexican style chicken stew is my favorite MRE by far. I don't like watching people get yelled at. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. I was a 35 Fox, man. I was a 35 Fox for about 9 years, 9.5 years or so. I made it to staff sergeant before I commissioned. For those of you that don't know, 35 Fox is it's a all source intelligence analyst, right? So there's different disciplines of intelligence. 35 Fox is all source. So we're supposed to be able to go anywhere and kind of help with the intel process, basically. I haven't had beef enchilada. That sounds good. Please comment below your favorite MRE. I want to see 100 comments of favorite MREs in the comments. 28 Cav. No, I was not at 28 Cav. I was at Fort Hood and I was in 212 Cav for a period of time. Chili mac is the classic go-to. Beef stew is a good one. I don't dislike or like in particular chili mac personally. Why do you hate sleeves, tank top man? Tank top man. That's funny. That reminds me of One Punch Man, not the creator, although he's a really funny dude, but the anime and the manga. Tank top. I can't remember, his name was Tank Top Commander or something, but that's funny. Honestly, I structure my day around my workouts for the most part, and so that's why you're going to see me in workout clothes most of the time. My brother-in-law and I love your channel. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Red Eyes. I appreciate that. Chili mac. Honest to God, I don't like any MREs cold. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that I enjoy any MRE cold. It's just not my thing. If you're new on the live, please give it a like if you'd be so kind. It'll help me get more viewers. So I very much appreciate it, guys. To those of you that have contributed, that's definitely not something I solicit, but it's very much appreciated. So thank you. What's in the jar, Jack? Just water. Water, my friend. I usually never have the patience to heat the MRE. Honest to God, by the time I get out to eat the MRE, I'm already so fried, like I just need the time. So I let it heat, and I eat it slow. I have 4 daughters. Ugliest OnlyFans ever. With more people like you in leadership positions, we would have the most top-notch morale-kept, shit-hot military in the world. I really appreciate that. Being a leader in the military is hard, guys. Being a leader is a very challenging endeavor. Everybody likes to armchair quarterback, but it's hard. It's really easy to get on here and make content, basically poking fun at stuff. And I normally what I like to do is make content that pokes fun at behaviors, right? Behaviors that we don't want to exhibit. We don't need toxic, hateful people in the military. But just to say, it's hard. There's so many factors that go into being a leader and going into leadership situations in the military. So it's not just as easy as snapping your fingers because you want to change something. MandatoryFunDay OnlyFans confirmed. No, there is no OnlyFans. Anything you see of me that's crazy on the internet is lewd in nature is fake. Earlier you said it was 212. I was in 212. If you could go back, would you join the Air Force instead? No, I don't think I would. And that's no dig on the Air Force. I don't have any issue with the Air Force, but the Army's made me who I am, and I really enjoy the Army. Now, there are definitely benefits to being in the Air Force. I think just generally they have a better quality of life, but I like the Army. Least funny rank is definitely corporal in the Army, because a lot of times you still get treated like a junior enlisted, but you get all of the responsibility of an NCO, and that is super frustrating. Love the channel. Airborne all the way. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Stefan. Thank you. The dog face mask wasn't you. The dog face mask was not me. Not me. What about the Navy? I don't know anything about the Navy. This is actually my first time interacting with anybody in the Navy. And it seems cool. I mean, they seem great. seem like a bunch of great dudes. Um, but I'm happy being in the Army. I can't say that I wish I had joined any other branch. Air Force vet, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, hopefully you're here to laugh. E4 and below to get smoked and see enough to. Yeah, that's very true. They have boats. That is very true. Audible gasp at what? Worst post in the military. Gosh, the worst post in the military is for sure either in the Marine Corps or the Army. For sure. Like, one of us has the worst. I don't know who it is. 337th MI out here. What up, dude? Love seeing my fellow MI brethren on here. Still can't believe the man took a photo in uniform with the dog. Yeah, that was weird. I don't even know the story behind that. So if you guys know the story, please comment. Well, don't comment that. I don't want my channel to get shut down. Improvement in the officer corps in the past 5 years. Just need to get crusty NCOs to move on. That's cool that you say that, man. Because all I ever hear is just bad stuff. Never served in the Army. I was a road ranger. I don't know what a road ranger means. What is that? You have a Discord. Yeah, you can find my Discord on my website, themandatoryfunday.com. Love your content. Want to see me Jordan and Abrams? Please don't. And please do not. I'm not encouraging that. I think being posted at MEPS would be an unbearable position. I guess I do remember some service members being permanent party at MEPS, but yeah, I can't imagine that would be fun. I think ever been condemned to Fort Polk? No, I actually know a couple people that wanted to go back to Polk, though, believe it or not. Starbucks coffee on me. Wow, I really appreciate that, man. I don't know how to say your name, VX but I really appreciate that. That's huge. $2 is real money or Canadian money. That's funny. Basically, you patrol the interstates and highways and handle traffic problems and wrecks. So, are you law enforcement? I'm confused. Sir, I got a DUI and bought a Mustang this weekend at 28% for my stripper girlfriend. What should I do? It sounds like you're right on track. It sounds like you're following the path set before you. To clarify, I was joking, was in the Navy. Would it be worth a 27-year-old with a family to enlist in the Army in this day and age? Gosh, with only the information that I've been given, I can't really make that decision for you. A lot of it would depend on what you want and what you currently have. If you currently have a job that pays really well and can provide for your family, to include really good health insurance, and you know it's stable, I would say that the military is probably not a good option. But if you want to, if joining the military would put a feather in your cap for the industry you work in now, or it would help propel you, if it would help you break into an industry that you want to get into, there are definitely a lot of reasons why joining the military would be a beneficial thing. Free college, stuff like that. But given the information that you've given me, I don't know that I could make that. I don't know if I could even help you make that decision, and I certainly wouldn't want the responsibility of making that decision for you. It's a Maserati. Dude, I love it when people quote my own videos to me. That really, really makes me feel good. I just came to like the stream, bro. Peace. Thank you so much. I really appreciate when you guys like this thing. The fact that I have more likes than there are actually people on this stream right now says a lot. It says a lot about you guys. You're pretty amazing community. Just in general, the community that I have built and that we have built together is pretty incredible. It feels good. It feels yummy for me, I would say. It's so funny because I said yummy for you or for me before I even saw that comment. Damn, dude, that is so funny. Somebody's commenting really nasty things, I think trying to get me banned or something right now. So I'm hiding it. So sorry guys if I'm seem distracted. Do you shoot big guns in the army? Hold on, guys. I gotta block somebody. Looks like Smalls from Sandlot. That's so funny. I actually have a red hat. Hold on, I'll put it on. It's so funny because in the army, in the intel world, we call like pretending to be the enemy um, as putting on your red hat. Right? This is gonna be an awkward position, guys. Just deal with it. Deal with it. There you go, red hat. Um, yeah, Waleed, dude, get out of here. I don't know how to ban people. All right, it says hide user. All his messages will be hidden now. We don't need any more angry juice. We just need happy juice. I don't know why people have to be so nasty. You know what I mean? You better hide. That's banned. Killing me, Smalls. That's funny. Pumpkin juice, pumpkin bruiser. My dude's so happy to see a mage. Thank you. It is pretty cool to have the mage on here with me. Angry juice is good juice. It's good juice sometimes in moderation and when you're not driving. Okay, that's my spiel for the night. Love your content, man. Thank you very much. You should talk to the channel Blue Bacon. He's a former MP in the Army that did quite a bit of counter narcotics. That's cool. That's really cool. If anybody knows him, feel free to shoot him my information or whatever. Oh my gosh. Somer Lee Griffiths, well done, sir. I thoroughly enjoy your uploads with love from Canada. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been super busy for the last couple months. I've wanted to collab with Angry Cops and One Punch Dad. I've actually become friends with him somewhat recently, so doing a collab with him would definitely be an option. Shoot me a comment below, guys, if you have somebody specific that you think that it would be cool if I collabed with. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to do a collab with Angry Cops. I did a collab with a combat veteran not that long ago. I actually he did a stand-up routine in Coppers Cove, Texas, and I went to that too. A combat veteran, his name's Drew Hernandez. Great, great dude, really cool guy. Take gas while I wreck. Don't do that, you'll die. Nico Ortiz, yeah, I mean, shoot, he's one of the big creators that I actually haven't made contact. Not because I don't want to, but because a lot of times when you're a smaller creator, and he's been doing this stuff for a long time, he's a really large one. You kind of wait. You tend to wait, for them to reach out to you. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can. I'll have to see if I can work out a collab with him too. You always said at least we're tracking. I don't know that one, man. I'm so sorry. Drew used to be in San Antonio too, I think. Yeah, I think he was in San Antonio. I'm actually going to be in San Antonio fairly soon. Um, If you look up Best Medicine Brigade, they have the schedule for when I'll be in San Antonio and when I'll be in North Carolina as well. Guy's Marine. Donut Operator. I'll have to look him up too. Ashley Gutermuth. I'm actually going to be in San Antonio with Ashley Gutermuth pretty soon. Fridge, find a way to get on unsubscribe podcast and you will skyrocket. If anybody knows anybody on the unsubscribe podcast, I'd gladly go on their podcast. San Antonio is only 2 hours away from me. Well, Chris, I hope I see you there. Can you pray? I say my prayers every once in a while. I am a religious person, and I think that I'm a Christian, right? But I think that having that religious component in your life can be really, really fulfilling. And so, if you haven't found that, I suggest that you kind of search that out. It doesn't have to be Christian. Everybody has a different relationship with a higher power, but it is what it is. Son of Liberty Gun works in San Antonio. That's awesome. The hardest part of your job. Gosh. Being an officer in the Army requires a lot more high attention to detail work. And that is, I mean, my brain struggles with that kind of stuff. I got really bad ADHD. Watching your stuff to help me deal with a lot of stuff. I'm really, really glad, man. I'm really glad that my content helps you out, has a positive impact on you. So thank you very much for sharing that. That means a lot. My current rank, I am a first lieutenant in the Army. You're a great YouTuber. Thank you very much. That was a right-handed salute. Don't worry, the camera just makes it look left-handed. 29 Palms or Camp Lejeune? I haven't. Or worked with real military men. Oh, okay. One of those. Oh, wow. I can't believe I just got that. Account name. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I mean, my faith is an integral part of who I am, and it's something that gives me strength a lot of times. I don't necessarily think that everybody needs to agree with my faith because that's mine, right? But I do think that you, whoever you are out there, finding your faith, finding fulfillment in that spiritual aspect in your life, it can give you a lot of strength when you need it to. So thank you very much for that contribution. That's the largest contribution, single contribution I've ever received from somebody. Thank you very much. Do your kids watch your content? That is a really good question. And they absolutely do. And that is why I try really hard. I try really hard to make sure that my content it still appeals in a funny way to the military community because, we like kind of dark, grungier humor, but it is content that I would be comfortable with my kids watching. I try and balance those things really good. You sound like a Midwesterner. I'm from Oregon. Boxers or briefs. I have to wear spandex, guys. I have to wear like running spandex or my thighs chafe. That's a little TMI, but I'm sharing it. Kagan Dunlap. Oh yeah, dude, I love Kagan, man. He's a great guy. I text him all the time. Great dude. Pacific Northwest in the house. Yeah, honestly, I'm never planning on going back to the Pacific Northwest. I feel bad because I feel like I crap on the Pacific Northwest a lot, but it's just really expensive and it's kind of dreary and it rains all the time. If you approach angry cops about it, you might get a feature on Unsubscribed podcast. Oh, okay, sure. I didn't know Angry Cops was involved in the Unsubscribed podcast. Or where in Oregon? So I'm originally from Tigard, Oregon. Right, for those of you that don't know, Portland, Oregon is a fairly large city in Oregon. It's one of the more well-known cities, and Tigard is right outside Portland. Video short that really hit home with you giving Corey a pep talk, and I can't find it again. Super hard to search shorts. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. At some point, I'm going to go through and try and organize my shorts into playlists because people, there's no message function on YouTube, obviously, but on other platforms, people message me and be like, hey, can you help me find this other short that you did or this other content that you did? And I can't help you, if you're looking for a specific piece of content. Once I download it or once I upload it, rather, to the platform, it's gone. It's in the ether now. And I deleted it off my phone. So I apologize, but there's nothing I can do. Oh, that's cool, Eugene, Oregon. That's awesome. Yeah, I've been to Eugene a couple times. I've been to Poland since I've been in the Army. I've tried really hard to get a combat deployment, and it just unfortunately has not happened for me. So keep doing what you do, brother. Glad to see you showing real leadership. Thank you very much. I loved Poland too. The Polish, great bunch of people. Everything's very reasonably priced in Poland. The food is just phenomenal. And honestly, it felt really safe. I felt safer I was in a major city in Poland. I felt safer in Poland than I have in some places in the U.S. I have not been to Japan, but I have worked with a Japanese infantry unit. And man, those dudes are phenomenal. Those dudes are awesome. Your power level's too strong. They're afraid to send you. That's funny. Poland is Chad. That's a good way to describe it. When you stayed away from cabarets, Poland is wonderful. I have no idea what a Polish cabaret even is. ROTC with all the cadets. I didn't do ROTC. How dare you? I love Sierra Vista. I didn't do ROTC. I did OCS. I did Officer Candidate School. I really thank you guys for liking this live. It helps me it helps the live get pushed to like new viewers. And a big part of the reason why I'm doing this is to try and get in front of new people so I can get more subscribers, grow the channel. One of my major social media goals One of my major social media goals is actually to get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's a huge goal of mine. There's a lot of you get like a cool silver play button, right? But also, it's just that's a major hurdle that a lot of people never achieve, even people that are really big on social media. YouTube is a it's a hard platform to grow on, and thanks to you guys, I have grown really fast. So thank you very much. Pixie Design says, so my kid wants to join the Marines. How do I convince him to join a different branch? And I think this is also, thank you, Pixie Designs. Thank you very much for your contribution. And the Casual Floridian, that name is phenomenal. Thank you so much for your contribution, too. Makes me feel really good. Thank you very much. Uh, so back to your question, Pixie Design. My kid wants to join the Marines. How do I convince him to join a different branch? So, yeah, you may not like this answer, but I don't think your goal should be to convince him to join a different branch. If you come in and you say, hey, you should join a different branch, if you're authoritative or authoritative, whatever the correct word there to use is, I think it's going to push this person to make the decision you don't think they should make. I think you should come in a little bit softer, more like a coach and a mentor kind of thing, and say, hey, I want you to join the military. I support that decision, but I think this would be a better way to go about doing it, or I think this would be a better path for you. But if you come in hot, if you come in hard and heavy, saying, don't do X, Y, and Z, a lot of the people that would be attracted to joining the Army or the Marine Corps, that would drive them to do it, right? Um, and it's kind of funny because I think at least the Marine Corps and the Army are the most authoritative branches, right? They're very, very big on knife handing people and telling people what to do and this, that, and the other. So come in a little bit softer. Talk about the benefits. You know what I mean? Joining the Army, you get to pick a very specific job. And I can't speak to the other branches. I'm not trying to discourage you from encouraging this person to join the other branches. But PFC Cantu here. Oh, wow. I worked. Well, if you're currently a PFC Cantu, then you're not the person I'm thinking of, but I did work with a PFC Cantu at one point. Thank you. Thank you, all of you guys who are liking the live. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, again, back to this question on, joining the Marine Corps or not. I think if you come in hard, if you come in authoritative, it's not going to go well. Come in a little bit softer, more from the point of view of like a mentor, or, make sure this person knows that you're coming from a place of love and care, right? Because that's what it sounds like you're trying to do. You're on the global. I am on the global, but you'll have to find me. I ain't giving my global out on here. Let's see, you're my favorite YouTube channel. I cannot join currently due to an ocular condition, but I learned a lot of lessons I can apply to leadership at my job from you. That makes me feel really good. Yeah, it breaks my heart when people tell me they tried to join and they couldn't, because I went into the recruiter and I just joined. I was very blessed. I am very blessed to have the health that I have. And so, yeah, it makes me really sad when I hear that people have a health condition that precludes them from joining. I can't. It just breaks my heart. And so I want to say you have my utmost respect for trying, and I hope that doesn't make me sound like I'm being a jerk, because I genuinely mean that. What's your OF? I don't know what OF means. Get them to talk to someone who is in the Marines. That's funny. I got a kick out of your videos. Thank you very much. Seen a lot of jokes about Mustang officers. What are they? Mustang officers are prior enlisted officers. Now, I don't know, do you practice Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Japanese? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I got a buddy that has done Japanese Jiu-Jitsu, so that's kind of a cool question. Thank you, and thank you very much for the $2 contribution. That's huge. What does your family think of you chatting with randos on the internet live right now? My wife is cool with it, and my kids have no idea. They might be on the live too. Love your videos. Oh, Mustang officer, yeah. So depending on who you talk to, they'll have a really strict, like definition of what a Mustang officer is, and I don't like people like that. If you're enlisted first, if you did, I guess, a contract as an enlisted guy, then you're a Mustang. You know, it's a officer who was enlisted first. Joined a little late. You have fun shorts on again. I'm sorry, Pixie Designs. I don't really understand what that question means, but I do have like military related shorts on my page. Guys, please stop talking about OF in my comments. I don't want to get shut down. Thanks for the great content. Grow a mustache non-ironically. I don't think I'm capable of growing a mustache non-ironically because I personally don't like mustaches. Now, I have had a mustache before, but the only time that I grow them is when I know that there's a lot of people in my vicinity that hate them, and I do that to bother them. Thank you. How many years did you got in? I have 11 years. I hit 11 years last February, or I guess this most recent February in the past, however you want to say it. $10. Oh, wow. Donald Lambert. Thank you very much for the $10 donation. Join a different branch, speaking as a Marine. Pixie Designs, there's your answer. Donald took care of it for me. Thank you very much to those of you who have chosen to like the live or donated to this. This is not what I was expecting when I started doing this, but thank you. It means a lot. Thank you for your service, Pro Dio. Thank you. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Spite mustaches are the best mustaches. Spite mustaches are the chef's kiss of facial hair. My NCO's always made me shave my mustache. Yeah, that's a toxic NCO. I don't like mustaches, right? I don't personally like them. I don't think they look good on most people, but I would never tell somebody not to have one as long as it's in regs, right? Because my personal opinion doesn't fucking matter. What matters is regulation, because that's what we abide by in the military. 10 out of 10. Thank you. Love the videos. They're real and really funny. Have you ever worked with the Canadians? Love from Canada. I have worked with the Canadians, and those dudes are phenomenal. Habitual line crosser. I could make that happen. He's a good dude. I text him pretty frequently. But yeah, the Canadians are phenomenal. I worked with the Canadian infantry unit, 7 years ago, I want to say. They are good dudes, though. Thanks for all the laughs. Thank you very much. Toothbrush mustache or full solid mustache? My God. I worked with Canadians in Egypt. They were awesome. That sounds like the start of a great joke. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, no problem, brother. How many soldiers are you aware in your career that have soiled themselves in uniform? Not many. I do know a couple people that have in basic training. Like one time they wouldn't let us go to the bathroom, and I think at least one person pissed themselves. Habitual line crosser is a phenomenal creator. Phenomenal creator. Grandpa did 22 years in Marine Corps. Dad did 20 years Navy. That's awesome. Have you ever considered cross-training into contracting? I haven't, personally. Wild Fun Day has appeared. That's cool. $10. I really was not expecting. I didn't even know you could get financial contributions on this. So thank you very much for those of you that have chosen to do that. Azerial67, thank you very much. The Marine Corps is great if you love being unnecessarily aggressive. After watching Habitual Line Crosser, you popped up in my feed. That's awesome. Thank you very much. That's a huge compliment, like to get put in the same light as him. He's a phenomenal creator. Ever worked with CBs? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Are officers required to call things phenomenal at least 4 times a day? How dare you? It's my favorite word. I love you and One Punch Dad's content, but you're both Army. Do you know of any Navy content creators? Yeah, there's a female Navy creator, but I can't remember her name, and I don't know that she's on this platform. The Army is the biggest branch, right? Like by far, especially when you include the National Guard and Reserve. We are by far the biggest branch. And so I think that's why you see so many Army creators. Any other mandatory fun enlisted or officers serving other nations you know? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. CBs equal combat engineer. I've worked any future plans for more live streams like collabs or anything? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I can for sure do that. That would be easy to pull off. But combat engineers, yeah, I mean, I've worked with Army combat engineers, but I've never worked with any Navy combat engineers. But hey, guys, I've actually got to go. My wife is giving me a call. I got to talk to my kids before they go to bed. I want to say thank you so much. Oh wait, hold on. A little support from the Navy. You should be used to it. I love that, bro. The Navy, the United States Navy, is America's fuck around and find out. Okay. In the Army, we can put dudes with guns anywhere in the world in 24 hours. Okay. But we always have a boat close enough within spitting distance. And when I say spitting distance, I mean shooting distance. Okay, the United States Navy, you can quote me on this. The United States Navy Mandatory Fun Day said is the United States military. Fuck around and find out. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you for coming on this live. This will be a more regular thing, I promise. I really appreciate it. I messed up the last donation. Also, you made my day. I'm thinking of joining to become more disciplined and develop the skills to become a pilot in the Coast Guard. Is that a good idea? To answer your question, before I get off to the casual Floridian, I think that's a great idea. I think that's a great plan. Going through flight training is expensive. I had a father who went through flight training, and it's an expensive endeavor. Using the military to pay for that, great idea. Great idea. But thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for those of you that chose to contribute to this live. This is huge. Thank you. This meant a lot, and I will make this a more regular thing. So I'll talk to you guys later.